Good morning, Renew kids. I am so happy to be with you this morning, and I'm sad that we can't be together in our classroom, but I'm glad that we can do a video so that we can still hear our stories. And I wanted to start today actually with just taking a quick look at our calendar, because we won't get to see this in our classroom either, so I brought it home. And I just wanted to point out that we are now on the fourth Sunday of Lent. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I'm right, I feel like I should double check that now. Fourth Sunday, and we have 2 more weeks of Lent before we celebrate Easter. So we're almost through this season of preparing for Easter time. So I'll put that over there. All right, so this morning we're not going to do our singing and our getting ready, but I'm assuming that wherever you are ready to listen to the story that we have this morning. And this story is actually kind of special because it's in 2 parts. So I'm going to tell the first part of the story, and then I'm going to do a couple of wondering questions, which you can do with your family at home or just think about in your head. And then I will tell the rest of the story and do a couple more wondering questions at the end. And when you're done with the story, I hope that you can do your own response time and let God know how you felt about it through artwork or singing or talking with your family, making something, or just praying. God listens to you in your heart too. You don't have to say anything out loud and He'll know. So we're going to start. I hope you're all sitting in your ready position or on a couch. And hopefully you guys will be able to follow this. I know it's a little bit different than normal, but we're going to do this together. So here is the beginning of our story. We are in the season of Lent, like we just said. And the season of Lent is the time of getting ready for Easter, the mystery of Easter. And during the season of Lent, we are all on the road to Jerusalem. And who will show us the way? Who will show us the way on this road to Jerusalem? Jesus. Jesus will show us the way. Every year, once a year, the people of God go to Jerusalem to celebrate the Feast of Passover, the time when God led them through the waters to freedom. And Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem. And many people came near him because they wanted to be close to Jesus. They wanted to hear him teach. And the children wanted to come near to Jesus too. Children coming from everywhere to be close to Jesus. But the disciples said, "No, go away. Don't bother Jesus. He is doing important work." But Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, because the kingdom of God belongs to anyone who is like them." And Jesus blessed the children. And they got to come near to him and be with him. And Jesus said, "What I say is true. No one can enter the kingdom of God unless they become like a child." Now, I wonder what it would have felt like to be a child coming near to Jesus. I wonder what it would have felt like to hear the disciples say no. I wonder what it would have been like for the children to be blessed by Jesus. Jesus continued on his journey to Jerusalem, and many people came. They wanted to be near him because they saw that Jesus did not turn away anyone, even if they were little children, even if they were crippled or poor, even if they were sick or scared, even if no one talked to them. Many people followed Jesus on his road to Jerusalem. Bartimaeus was begging outside the city of Jericho. He was begging because he was blind. He couldn't see anything. But he could hear. He could hear Jesus coming. And as Jesus was coming closer, he called out, "Jesus, help me." But the people said, "Don't bother Jesus. Be quiet." But Bartimaeus just shouted even louder, "Jesus, help me." And Jesus stopped. And he said, "Bring him to me." So they brought Bartimaeus to Jesus. And Jesus said to him, "Bartimaeus, what do you want?" And he said, "I want to see." So Jesus said, "Receive your sight." And immediately Bartimaeus could see. And everyone in the whole group praised God. And Bartimaeus joined them in following Jesus on his journey to Jerusalem. Now, I wonder what it would be like to be blind and not be able to see anything. I wonder how it would feel to be able to see for the first time. I wonder why Jesus listened to Bartimaeus when everyone else said, don't bother him. And I wonder what part of both of these stories you liked best. I wonder what you think the most important part was. I wonder what part of this story was about you.